Yo, what up? It's Datboy Freakman. Well, I wanted to put this to a beat, but it was just so much, and I couldn't take anything out. So I had to put it all just like this. I was young, never knowing anything about nothing. Only waited for birthdays, Christmas turkeys with stuffing. Grew up confused, misunderstood thoughts of abuse by my father that one day I'd lose. Not even a choice to choose. Put yourself in my shoes, singing the blues. Watching my mom put up with crap whenever he'd refuse to leave. He'd make it hard for her to breathe. Only a year old, so much violence I would see. No one would believe her, either they turned away. But my mom would live to see another fucking day. I saw no other way. Beating up my mom, telling me that's how they play. Mr. raised his hand, Mr. beat her ass any way he can. Mr. ain't a mister cause he ain't a man. Now I understand. All the things I seen, what seemed daily routine, I thought it was normal, but only cowardly and mean. Confused child, when dad went wild, how could he yell at her and then turn to me and smile? I thought for a while, never really understood. Saw others' families' way of life and I wished ours would be the same, but instead more blood stained. When I needed dad's love, all I saw was mom's pain. Somewhere lost in my brain, I figured my parents weren't the same. My dad lost his mind. Over a female, he would spend his last dime, yet at the same time be quick to break her spine. Can you understand my early years? I was taken from my mom and shed more than 30 tears. Life full of fears, only to be erased. Many times brainwashed when my dad and I were face to face. Why hadn't he caught a case? Was there no jail space? I was told when I was 6, 7 years old that my mom didn't deserve me and it felt cold. Money made problems somewhat disappear. My dad had more than my mom, so to my dad I stayed near. Anything I saw could easily be in my hands. There was a point where I forgot but where I wanted to stand. My mom wanted me back but my mind was cleaned of all the blood and tears she shed at 19. 8 years later I kinda saw a stranger. My life was at the beginning of tug rope rages. No life of cages, nothing of the sort. Just forceful applicant to any sort of sport. Do this and then do it again. Who were those people that eventually were my uncles, not strange men? Why did my dad pretend that his half of the family were angels and my mom's half loved sin? Daddy was an evil man, I hate him, till he dies for not knowing to say when. Many different women beaten, many mistreating, hurt to the point where they're left bleeding. To me it's no joke, times he'd be a hypocrite and fingers he'd poke. I get beat to where the truth comes out, then a strong hit where my tooth comes out. Tell him he's a pussy for touching my mom, and if I was older and strong I'd take him on. Wrong choice of words, only those words would give it to me worse. Still I try to fight back and curse as I saw my mom do as he looked through her purse. She was a soldier and lived by the code. Never say die as I was told. Kick and punch and even bite as much as she could, explode like dynamite. Always she was overpowered. Now the coward can get twin towered till he collapsed. Tie him down with straps, cut him up like player salary caps. After the truth was spoken, he'd have me in a headlock till I was choking. Beat my ass again for wearing a Raiders jacket from Oakland. I thought he was joking till the bruises started showing. Then he'd bust out ice as if it started snowing, covering up tracks so I could tell no one. Even if I did, I bruised not one. He was a smart one when it came to trouble. Out of it with the quickness like his mind was double. Forever the slick man to slide out situations. Never paid child support for mom's dedication. Even though she never wanted his help, all on her own I kept good health. Along came another mother, but not to me. Another victim to the abuse that I would see. Only feel sorrow when he promised her tomorrow things would change, no longer would she borrow. Half and half, he said you do the math. Yet she didn't know, half laugh, half bust her ass. Then she learned, but not really. Same old bullshit made her look silly. My mom tried to warn her of the future in store, but stupidity made her try and love him some more. I tried to help when I could by standing in the way, yet it was the same fucking picture, just another day. Different victim, as if he went out and picked them, brought her home, brainwashed them and tricked them. Days changed the nights as love turned to fight, still hearing crying after out went the lights. Yet they weren't my cries, there were tears of pain and handfuls of lies. Still she stayed with him to my surprise. What made him do it? Did he feel like a man? Was it something that I'd ever understand? Hell no, it was just plain pussy. Till this day he won't push me, cause I'm no longer mushy. I won't back down and now he's nowhere to be found. A grown man against a grown man, look at the odds now. Who's first to hit the ground? I don't hear a sound. Young versus old for all the lies told. All the shit I stole to refill that hole in my life. Seeing him beating his wife. My mother, I'd die for her twice. My dad, I'd take his life. Bare hands, gun, a knife. I'll wait till that night that I know where he sleeps. That night I creep just for a peep. Picture him dreaming of a place other than where he is. Leave him lying dead right there where he is. Bed full of blood that I once saw. The feeling of pain of not doing nothing at all. Because I was too small, barely could crawl. Now old enough to make this grown man fall. Look me in the eyes, I waited for this day my whole life. You look surprised as if I wouldn't be the reason that you die. You should have known as soon as I found your home. It was gonna be the lucky day for me and my chrome. Shh, he's waking up, he's moving in the cover. You see me, motherfucker? This is for my mother.